There are some loose pieces. It's a 4-part door or 5-part door.
Exactly.
The components or the hinges that allow the door to split open when it goes up a curved part of your rail. Usually those things over time loosen up as well. So lubricating only does half the job. You got to check the entire mechanism. So the hinging and the connecting details that are on the garage door on the back are always something. Earl, you're shaking your head.
I can't say it
You
enough.
can't say enough.
Safety, safety, safety. Homes that are 20, 30, 40 years old, again, they don't have the safety wires in through the springs. These springs, when the door is closed, the springs are fully extended.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then, one of these springs will let loose. And 99 out of 100 times, nobody's there to be hit by the spring. But it's the one time that a child or your wife is in the garage going to get into the car, into the minivan to go to soccer practice, and bang, right on the head with a spring.
Unbelievable,
Okay,
Earl.
and that's why
scary.
nowadays they have a safety wire that runs through the spring so that if the spring ever does let loose, it will be held and caught by the wire, the safety wire.
Very nice.
And most garage door openers don't have those safety wires in them.
Oh, see, Earl, you're educating the
Good
folks
point,
out there.
Earl.
Very good.
Okay, so go out to your local home supply store and buy the safety wire kit, even if you have an old garage door with the springs, and attach it and run it through so that this doesn't happen to you. I know in my home's only 18 years old, and I've gone out into the garage in the morning, pressed a button, the door does not go up. I start to research why, because one of my springs at night while I've slept has let go and it breaks on the end.
Did it break the Mercedes, Earl? That you had?
Yeah, I wish. We'll get back to the garage doors. I believe we have another call.
Another call.
Hello, and who's calling?
Hi, this is Jamie from Monroe. How are you?
I'm great, Jamie. How are you?
Good. I have a question. I
Okay.
have a kitchen and I want to replace it. What's the first step?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
good one. Excellent.
First step is to call Mike Ash.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
that's
it. And
it.
make an appointment with Mike. Mike, where do they do that, as a matter of fact?
You can always give me a call directly at 914-525-8100, and I'll be happy to schedule up an appointment. But normally what takes place is you start putting together some information, some ideas that you would either like to continue with a wood cabinet, what type of countertop, and start creating all these questions, what I call in a composition black and white book again.
Okay.
We did mention that earlier, Mike, before you were here, and here you are putting that book together again. I like that.
I've been doing this composition book for over 30 years already. It's a great way of doing things. You handle the book from the left side, any question that comes up, and as soon as you make a decision that you like a particular refrigerator, a typical door, cabinet style, whatever it might be, you put it on the right-hand side, and you start accumulating pictures.
So get all my ideas together.
I always thought that way. Then when you more or less feel comfortable that you think you know what you want, then you give me a call. We can sit down, I'll play devil's advocate, and we'll narrow it down to the best possible situation.
Very nice, Mike. That's it. And when do we talk about budget?
Well, as you start coming up with all these ideas, what you want to do, you have to consider, do you want to expand other than the house, outside the
Jamie,
house?
what are you spending on your kitchen? 75, 80 grand?
Is that below your budget? Or
All
what?
right, 45, 50 grand. Let's get that. That's a midpoint. Let's say you're going to spend about 45 or 50. Mike, what could you
Okay.
do there?
That's going to include a lot, though. It's going to be your cabinetry, it'll be your countertops, it'll be probably most of your appliances getting replaced,
Appliances, floors,
flooring,
Tiling,
tiling.
for backsplash, tiling
Lighting.
for floor, replace lighting,
the whole
Ref-
shebang.
the
whole
whole
shebang.
project, right.
Very
We'll
good.
be in
Wow,
that
you
type
guys
of
just
ballpark.
redid the whole kitchen.
That was good.
That was the idea, yeah. So I expect a
Beautiful.
phone call from you shortly if you're ready, and then we can start talking in that budget if that becomes realistic, and we can
Okay.
continue at that point.
Yeah,
And your
and then-
number again?
My number is 914-525-8100.
Great. Thanks for all the information, guys. You're doing
Thanks
a
for
good
Great.
calling.
job.
Thanks for the call. Great to have
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Good to have everyone listening out there. We got a lot of calls today. See, the garage door show works.
A lot of
We
people are
forgot
off
to-
today.
We forgot to mention the magic hat here today, Earl.
Oh, it
Maybe
looks
we got to
interesting.
go on
What's
a
in the
break
magic
here,
hat?
and then we'll go into the magic box. Rich, what do you think?
Okay.
All right, so we'll hit the magic box when we get back. The ABC's a home improvement here on 10 a.m.